Okay, we're going to learn about making layers and filters and making light effects. First, you're going to open up the file called Glacier Park. You can get that on edline.net. There's our picture. We want to change this from background to layer because we cannot mess with backgrounds. So double click it and then it will become a layer. Then you want to go over the layer and right click it, duplicate the layer, press OK. Now we have two layers of the same thing. We're going to take this top layer here and go to Image, Adjustments, and then Desaturate. And basically that takes away all the color. And then we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast. I want you to change the top one to -47. And the bottom one to 47. And mess around with the brightness and contrast. If you like something different, you can change that in the way that you like it. Press OK. Now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a blur to it. So we're going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. We're going to make it 2 megapixels. And that just kind of gives it a little bit of a blur. Press OK. Now with the layers, you can do like these things where basically it's the way you want the layer to look. We're going to make this layer to be an overlay. So we're going to say overlay, and if you press the little I, you can see the difference between the two. A little more darkness, a little more light in places too. Now we're going to go to this original layer that we had, and we're going to duplicate that layer. Press OK. We want this copy to be on top. So we have this one, the one we just did, and then the one that the original. And then we're going to go to select a brush. We want our brush to be hardness at 0%. And diameter I'm going to have about 400. That's about right. And then our color, go down here, press that. We want it to be red, so if you need to pull the slider up or down, take the dot, go to the corner, that's the most red that there is. And then we're going to paint all on these mountains and water in red. Okay. Now we're going to take the color picker or the eyedropper tool, click that, and we're going to take this darker color of this sky, click it, and now that will show up in here. Go back to our brush, and now we're just going to paint the sky one color. That looks good. And then you're going to change this layer type to an overlay. Now we got a cool effect with colors and stuff. Alright, next step. We're going to make a new layer now. So go to Layer, New, then Layer. Press OK. And then we're going to go to Image. We're going to apply the image. If you look over here, this is basically has these squares, and that means there's nothing there. So we're going to apply the image. Press OK. And now we have our, after we've done all this work, we have this new layer of that image. But now we're going to go to Filter, Stylize, Glowing Edges. Filter, Stylize, Glowing Edges. We're going to change the edge width to 8, edge brightness to 15, and smoothness to 15. Now, filter, blur, radial. We want a radial blur to have it to be at zoom. We want to good. My sun. This is going to give our sun effect. We want the sun to be coming center here. Press. Radial blur is now at the top because we just used it, so just click that again. Now that looks cool. We're going to set its type to screen, just like a screen in your house, and then press OK. Now we have the sunlight coming through, and that's it.